Hi, and welcome to our latest meet and greet. I am Jen Schuck, the chair of the Global Alliance of Speech-to-Text Captioning. And today we are joined by Julia Emerson, who is our current chair-elect. Hi, Julia.
Hi, Jen. I'm glad to be here with you today. Thanks for inviting me.
I'm excited for our members and everybody else to learn just a little bit more about you and who you are and why you wanted to be part of the Global Alliance. But let's start with first, how long have you been captioning and what drew you to this profession?
That's a great question, Jen. Thanks for asking me. I have been captioning since 2020, so just over a year and a half. What's drawn me to captioning is I started out as a court reporter, and immediately I was trained on real-time software. So I was already providing real-time to judges and attorneys, and I just didn't feel satisfied in that field. And I knew that captioning would give me what I was looking for because I could be of better service to those who needed it. It was an easy switch. I'm glad I made the switch.
Well, we are certainly glad that you made the switch as well. Can you tell us which method you use when producing your captions?
Absolutely. I use what's called voice writing method, where I'm using Dragon Naturally Speaking with a cat software, and I use Eclipse.
That's fantastic. I love that we have such diversity within our membership, and also glad that as the chair-elect, you are also a voice writer representing that genre of captioning. Tell
Absolutely.
me, why did you want to be on the board of Global Alliance?
I am very passionate about helping people and advocating. I feel that the board and even just being a member and being on some of the committees is a great way to advocate for quality captions, for FCC regulations, and for advocating for consumers that use our services.
Well, I know for one, I am really glad that you were drawn to this service because we definitely need more people like you to help us with our committees. That being said, what would you like to see the Global Alliance accomplish in the next year? Because your term as chair will start in August of this year. So what do you
Exactly.
foresee going forward?
Exactly. And I'm excited to not only be here, but to continue serving on the Global Alliance and hoping to continue that for many, many years. I'm looking forward to us growing our membership. With being new, our membership can use some improvement. I think all associations to start out probably say that same thing, but I'm excited to see where we end up going and growing in a whole year. We've gone just grown in leaps and bounds from where we started out. I mean, look at where we started with our founders and where we're at now. It's just amazing the growth that we've had, the voice that we've had, and the people that we've touched, inspired, and educated. So I'm looking forward to continue that momentum.
I agree. And I think that's why it's your calling to be chair of the membership committee. What do you see as some of our strengths of the Global Alliance? And conversely, what do you see as some weaknesses that need improvement?
Those are great questions, and sometimes those can be hard to answer, right?
Mhm.
So let me start with the things that I feel that are our strengths, because I think that's a great, comfortable place to start. I love the passion that everybody brings to the table when we meet and the EC meetings and the board meetings. I love the passion and the inquisity that are in our emails that we share. And I love how we stay connected via email. It adds a personal touch that goes along with the Zoom meetings that we do. I also love the drive that we have to continue to educate the community, because consumers, I think, on the back end of what we do, don't quite understand all the ins and outs. And I think it brings them comfort to know that we're working hard and to provide the services for them, and that we are willing to explain to them exactly what's going on so that they have that knowledge, because as you know, knowledge is power. Where are some of the areas I feel like we could grow? Again, membership. I think education. I think we can still have a lot to learn from the consumer. of the little intricacies of things that maybe they trip up with, that they maybe don't communicate because they just deal with it on the spot and keep going, that we need to learn so that we can help them not trip through their day so much. And I think that's it.
And I think it's really powerful to have both professionals, service providers, as well as consumers. Like you said, we learn from each other to how we can grow this profession and make it more accessible to everybody around the world.
Right.
So the
Exactly.
last question for you, what would be the one call to action? One thing that is top of mind, that is the highest priority going forward?
That again is another great question. Here's my call to action for all those captioners out there. Keep abreast of what Global Alliance is coming forward and doing this month and the coming months to give you a platform to have a quality certification. We're rolling out our NER testing, and we encourage you to learn all you can about that testing and be in the first group of testers. It's so important to have that first certification because you're on the ground floor and it shows your passion and dedication. And people love to see that. It makes consumers feel good. So keep an eye on that, watch for emails, and join so that you can get the first email so that you can be in that first list.
Absolutely. It's setting the bar for the standard for all methods of captioning going forward that will allow consumers and companies and television stations to all be able to make educated decisions when hiring a captioning provider.
Exactly.
Julia, thank you so much for joining us today. And as
Thank
Julia
you, Jen.
mentioned, stay tuned to our social media to learn more about our certification and assessment that will be rolling out. And please check us out on our website at speech-to-text captioning.org. Bye for now.